Zach again, Team 3-Star. This is another deck profile, and here we got you our Photon Galaxies, and this is my take on it. In the next two sets, this deck is going to get pretty boss, I'm pretty sure. Like, even right now, it's pretty dang good. So, let's jump right into it. You got your two Photon Galaxy Eye, or Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. This is the boss monster of the deck. You want him out as fast as you can get him. Gets over XCs like crazy, and you can just ram into your opponent with huge attack points. Two Galaxy Knight. Galaxy Knight's good because you can special summon him as long as you have a Photon or a Galaxy monster, or you can tribute him without, summon him without tributing, sorry. And then when you do, you can special summon a Photon Galaxy Eyes, or Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, from your graveyard. So that's pretty boss. You got two Galaxy Wizard. I did not realize how pro this card was until I actually sat down and read it. You can tribute this to get either your Galaxy Knight or your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to your hand, and I thought it was just a level 4 you could do that with. So that's pretty boss. So I basically consider him the searcher of the deck. He can also take himself to level 8, which is another pretty boss effect because you can get into some big XCs like that. Two Photon Satellite. Satellite ranks up with your Photon monsters and makes big XCs, so it's his level plus that level, and then you exceed into that. So, you know, 1 plus 4, 5, so you go to a rank 5 with those two monsters. That's pretty sick. 3 Thrasher. Thrasher is the special summoner of the deck. You almost want to always get him first hand or find some way to do it. It's pretty easy to special summon him because there's a lot of field presence. 1 Lizard. Lizard you tribute to get one of your other Photon monsters to your hand, so there's plays where you can do that, tribute it, get Thrasher to your hand, and special summon Thrasher. Or the next card, Crusher. And then Crusher is just Crusher, he's just a beater, 2000. 1 Orbital 7, the funniest card in the deck anyways. You put 1 counter on him, it says you got it boss, take it off, he becomes 2000. You can also tribute him to add a Photon card from your graveyard to your hand, or a Galaxy card. 1 Honest, because it's all light, so why not?
It's not focusing for some reason.
It's going to see a lot of play. 1 Rabbit, this is kind of like the tech-in card for the build. And for the Rabbit, the 3 Alexandrites. If you draw into it, no big deal, it's a 2000 beater that you can just bring out. So if you run into the Maca Rabbit decks, you can just run them over with that card by itself. And it gets over Thunder Kings like crazy. 1 Gores, because every deck runs Gores nowadays. 2 Light and Darkness Dragon, that's another tech-in. He's easy to make with Photon Sanctuary or any of the other cards you have in here, basically. It's funny, because it just stops everything. So you can just sit there and troll your opponent while you're building your hand, because this deck does tend to be a little bit slow right now until the support comes out, probably. So that'll wrap it up for the monsters. For the spell lineup, we have 2 Accelerite. Accelerite special summons a level 4 lower Photon or Galaxy from your deck, and then you can't normal summon that turn. So you can do a lot of funny plays with that. 2 Sanctuary, probably one of the best cards in the deck, because it just gives you 2 tokens to tribute for a light monster. So that's where the Lad comes in play, and then also the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. 2 trade-ins, you're playing a lot of level 8s, so get those out of your hand, especially the Galaxy Eyes. You drop that, draw 2 cards, use your Galaxy Knight to bring your Galaxy Eyes back. 2 MST, I wanted to play 3, couldn't find room for a 3rd. Still working on that. And then the Trinity, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. Almost every deck plays these. It's the best staples in the game. 1 Rhoda to get me to my Thrasher to make plays with that. There's also a couple other warriors you can use to get it. 1 Book, staple. 1 Foolish, get those Galaxy Eyes to the graveyard, make plays off of them. 1 Beckoning Light, that was a tech-in for me. You're playing all light, so if you end up drawing like nothing but 8s, you can drop your hand, bring back what you need. 1 Warning. 1 Torrential. 1 Compulse. 1 Bottomless. Those are just just kind of stable traps. So that'll wrap it up for the main deck. For the extra deck, there's a lot you can go into, so you'll see kind of variations of that, and there's still a lot of work going into this. One Black Ship, probably one of the best cards of the format. One Dweller. He's probably going to see a lot less play coming up, but right now he's really good against Mermails and Zectors and Dark Wolves. One Photon Pap. One Pearl, just as a beater. Probably take him out for like a Big Eye or something like that. One Utopia. One Maestroke. One Cowboy. One Starleech Paladynamo. This card is Boss. Detach your 2 materials. One of your opponent's monsters goes to 0. When he's destroyed, you draw a card. That's really good. One Adrius, because 5s are easy as heck to get in this. One Tyrus. One Volcanic Saurus. That's a new guy. He's pretty funny. You choose one of your opponent's monsters, detach. It's destroyed, and your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. That's pretty good. The only cost of it is you can't attack directly, but I mean, seriously, how bad is that? 2 Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Such a good card. Hard to make, but at the same time, not so hard. Like, once more support comes out, I feel like this card's going to be spammed out in the future. I feel like this deck is going to be a tier 1 meta deck with the way things are looking. Basically 3 level 8s, detach 1, and it basically goes ham all over your face. One Dyson Sphere, the most trolly card I've ever seen in my life. Friggin', when your opponent attacks, negate. Like, I don't even think you have to detach for it. And then also, if it has no material, just add 2 from your graveyard to it. Like, that's super trolly.
It has to attack this card though.
Yeah.
When your opponent attacks this card, it just negates it.
Yeah. And then one Heliopolis. Kind of have to run it with all the 8s you're running. I mean, it's a free destroy, so why not? It's pretty good. And that'll wrap it up for the deck. So, Zach from Team 3-Star. Keep checking out our video. Look for more deck profiles. We're going to do some duel videos, and we're probably going to do some discussions coming up.